It's fun. It's a fun deal.
The food is pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I saw you had. What'd you have?
I had a lettuce bowl, or lettuce, they call them lettuce wraps, where you put the meat on.
Yeah, it was good. Their food is good. Yeah.
Then I had some of the, I don't know what they're called, but they were like a little dough that put in a fryer. Like a ravioli type of thing.
What are those things called?
And you dip them in.
Like
No,
but Korean.
You dip them in.
Almost like a
sauce.
wonton in a way.
Yeah. It's like a wonton, but it's dry. Try to pick it up.
Yeah.
A plate about that thin or something.
It's really great for open houses around the area because I'm like, oh, have you ever been to Toki? And sometimes no, but when they say yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I know Peter. And then I'm like, oh yeah, here's my card. You'll get like a free drink or appetizer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. Okay, so
How is everybody?
deep despair, but
Yeah. Yesterday was a little tough.
yeah. Today's tough.
Today's
It's
tough,
It's
yeah.
all tough.
Yeah, I still haven't got the guy.
Huh?
I haven't got
They
him.
haven't got him yet.
No.
They did release a picture of him.
But they said they have
Know
drone
who he
footage.
is?
They have drone footage of him up there.
They found the weapon,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
they found pictures of him.
But who knows, that first guy
But-
could have been the one to let that guy
The
get
race,
away.
he had glasses on. You know what?
Well, glasses are good. He didn't have a scope.
They
That's
have
how
a scope on-
sharpshooter he was.
No,
They
but
have
if
a
you go
scope on
back
the
and you
rifle?
see the video
Right.
too.
Did they say that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I saw they.
They said it was a bolt action rifle, and you cannot shoot that without training.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Well,
a professional
you know what?
hit for sure.
It's
It's our intelligence agencies. It has to be.
He probably was aiming at the head and hit the neck.
And he died instantly. Did you see the shot?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
He died
200
instantly.
yards.
that's
Okay.
amazing.
I'm a horrible shot. I shot an elk that I wasn't aiming for. Okay.
That's how good of a shot.
Right. But we were sighting in our rifles from 125 yards on prairie dogs. And they're disintegrating. And,
Right.
and I'm a hack. So anybody that hunts could probably do that shot.
Yes, with his nice scope.
Yeah, because he wasn't that far from. That whole area is not very
They
big.
said it was under 200 yards.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
at 200 yards, so
There's footage of him on top of what is the Lossy Center. So you can look it up on like Google Maps and everything and kind of figure out where he was.
Like I said, they said that they had drones up. So
Well, they know exactly where he was, but somebody was saying that, well, they had this expert on saying that when you lay on a roof, there has to be some DNA. I don't care if you're wearing gloves,
right.
stuff like that. You're laying down, a piece of hair could have fallen off.
yeah, they say that
Anything,
they have a lot of
skin.
like
They found a palm imprint
yeah, and in his
shoe,
arms and shoes.
and a shoe imprint somewhere.
How you doing?
Okay.
So probably the palm imprint, probably where he was, and the shoe in the woods where they found the gun.
Right.
But someone said it wasn't a professional hit. It was a good shooter, but wouldn't have been a professional.
He just ditched the gun in
Or
the woods.
the gun. We would
Yeah.
never find the gun. You know, it just.
And the
there
metaphor
wouldn't
of
be
the whole
pictures of it.
thing
I'll
too
explain
is,
it.
you know, like when you really like look at that whole shooting, like they
Sorry.
took out his throat, like he was
Yeah.
he was
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
it is.
establish free speech again, you know.
Yeah.
Charlie?
Yeah.
God, that was horrifying.
Everybody's
Isn't
working
it?
on fair today.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, it is crazy. But
It's the government again telling us all to shut up.
I think there was a note up there that says Luigi was here. Did you see that?
Oh, are
What?
you serious? Are you serious?
What the heck is happening?
You guys know who Luigi
Yeah,
is?
the one who killed the,
Yeah, we know who that is.
Oh,
yeah.
who supposedly killed that guy too.
You know, I got so tired. I was going back and forth between Fox and CNN,
Me too.
Oh, really?
and
Man, that's two way like on
And
opposite
CNN,
sides of the
CNN
spectrum.
was pretty good. It wasn't like MSNBC where they had people going, well, he's kind of
Brought it on himself.
brought it on himself,
Yeah.
and
That guy got fired by the.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
he
Oh,
did.
good.
Well, then even
Yeah.
in Congress, they all they wanted to say a prayer for him, and
they
the
said
whole
no.
other side was like, nope.
And it's like they're wishing they had done that, but they kept saying.
Right here, right here.
Now I feel bad.
All right.
My biggest issue is
Thanks, you
my
guys. I'm
biggest,
so
they kept
sorry.
calling it
I should've
an
said that.
apparent
Thank you.
I thought you
an
were
apparent
over there. You always sit on the couch.
Usually-
Oh, yeah,
Well,
right.
the guy was shot. He's dead.
And apparent.
There's no apparent
assassination.
about it, right? You can, when they catch the guy, you can say alleged killer and everything, sure. But no, there's nothing apparent about it. It was a definite assassination.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pure and simple. Blood is red.
That thing where they said that it was like a zealous fan just shooting into the air. And
I'm so sick.
half a day
Oh,
his
yeah.
jugular, but he was just like haphazardly, out of glee, shooting into the air. That's insane.
Yeah, that was
just like stupid.
idiotic.
Don't
Yeah.
bullets like fall back down after you?
Yeah, they do, but not straight down.
Right?
So, I
Yeah.
did 17 years in the media. So just, there's not a coincidence that I said did, like the same as like I spent time in prison.
You got out of it
And
before they went off the
people-
deep end.
I mean, you've got qualified, smart people at the network level, but man, not a lot of them. Not a lot of them. The people that went up through the broadcasting ranks, they're as dumb as they were when they started at KJCT in Grand Junction. It's all about look
Politics.
and, hey, I was an average looking white guy. Guess what? You can't be on the air unless you can go in front of, be on the cover of GQ magazine. So I was confused because I thought they said DQ.
Fair play.
So these people are, like some of the pundits, like Dana Perino was press secretary for George W. Bush.
Was she?
Yeah, at the end of his term, and she went to the University of Southern Colorado
Did she?
in Pueblo, whatever it's called now. But so you've got these people that just don't know anything.
And they're reading a teleprompter.
Gail King on CBS this morning.
Oh my God.
She's got the IQ of
Turn
a
it.
bag of stale donuts.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks old donuts, okay?
Yeah.
I remember she made credence to the fact that during the 2020 election, vice presidential debate, that the fly that landed
On
and
Pence.
stayed on Pence's head couldn't believe the words he was saying, or some. I mean, she wasn't making a joke. She was taking it as, look, even that fly doesn't seem to believe what,
What the
you're saying.
heck?
And I'm going, why is this person on the air? Okay, I've got 2 words for you. Oprah.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
But it's like these people are national mouthpieces. And they're idiots.
They've turned the whole country upside down in the past 10 years. There's needs to be something done. I mean, what after this, and then Trump went on TV last night, and he looked a little pissed off. But now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about this? Like,
He's trying to
Well,
figure out.
You know,
something.
we
He's
had
giving the national.
we had a bunch of Democrats
medal
that were
and
gunned down and killed in their house. too,
Minnesota.
right?
the two, right? The
It's
husband
not
and wife.
one side or the other. They're fucking.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
Everybody
They're at
was.
war with
Pretty
us.
scary.
They're-
Not that I'm one side or the other, but
It's our they're
Whatever.
at war.
can you tell I'm a little crunchy?
If you don't realize it, I realize it now.
that has a shitload
You
of
are
guns.
not. Yeah.
What's the song say? The bubble-headed bleach blonde comes on at 5.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Talking
on.
about
One
the
bleach
plane.
blonde. Going wrong.
Yeah, but you're not you. You're not on at 5.
Yeah.
It's dirty laundry.
People love it when you die.
Yeah.
Love dirty laundry.
And that song is, there's a running bet. Is the head dead yet?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
that's-
exactly how it is.
A lot of that is
three kids died yesterday.
desensitized to
in
it.
Yeah, that's right.
Everwood.
At Evergreen too.
I
Yeah.
was,
Yeah, that
one
was-
of the kids on my
Horrifying.
Yeah.
kids soccer team
What?
was in one of those classes.
And talk about a story that
Yeah.
got buried.
That's
Yeah.
for
Right.
the
Barry
Well, what
Sager.
happened there? 'Cause
What
I
happened
still
at
don't even
Evergreen?
know.
A shooting.
Shooting last
School shooting
last
on
night.
Another
campus.
school shooting?
Yeah.
But it just
Two
sounded like
kids
a
killed
couple
and
kids.
self-inflicted.
Oh, they got killed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
I
the
thought
guy,
somebody got
the
injured.
guy
She
that
killed
was
herself,
self-inflicted,
Two
'cause
dead
they're
and a
pansies.
self-inflicted issue.
High
Lack of
school,
better words
middle
that I
school?
can't say.
So they
No, two shot.
Just do yourself off and do the
There was
first
Yeah,
part.
they're right.
Before you
Did you
take
get
out other
the two
people's
victims
lives.
died?
You're the bad
Yeah.
apple.
I thought there
Do
were two
yourself
shot.
off.
One was released.
And leave
I
everybody
think
else
there was
alone.
more than two
I
shots.
have
okay.
3 kids in
But
public
the two
school.
died and then
I know the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
one
Well, and you
the
have to
shooter.
worry.
the
killed
shooter
himself.
Literally
killed
speaking,
himself.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it really wasn't buried. It was just that the consequential event that happened yesterday kind of overshadowed.
Yeah.
But it's not like nobody cared, you know.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of the magnitude, sort of a scale. You
Yeah.
know, that-
So what do you think?
Yeah, and the media's not really covering all that stuff either.
It
What
was
do you
Right.
think's
quick.
going to happen on? Like, there's two ways. Well, I don't know. Well, this is just my opinion. 9/11, we all had to come together because we're like, what the crap just happened,
Mhm.
right? That could happen after this.
I thought that's what I said to my wife.
Or Charlie Kirk, well, he's definitely going to get a lot bigger. He's going to be
He's gonna
10,000 times
Yeah.
bigger than he
Yeah.
ever was.
He's gonna get bigger.
And
Maybe
I
his
heard
wife
this
will carry
morning
on.
that
Yeah.
he has 300 employees at Turning Point. He has 3,600 chapters in 3,600 schools, and those are going to grow exponentially.
Exponentially.
You know, even my wife was going, "There's one at UCCS. They're having a meeting at Tuesday. We're going." You know,
Well-
it's like, okay.
My daughter was
Well,
in
I
that
think
one.
people are tired.
Yeah.
People are tired.
My daughter was in that TPUSA at UCCS.
Uh-huh.
She tried to be part of it. This is like when she started in school a long, years
Yeah.
ago. And she said that the people there, I don't know if I should say that. She goes, all the guys were incels, and all they're gonna do is try to pick up girls. I'm like,
Well, that might have been the start years
Well,
ago.
that's-
Right now,
It was
it's
3
huge.
years ago, dude. It wasn't that long ago.
It's huge now. They're
It's-
huge.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the people, some of the chapters are not as great as others.
Well, probably not, but we don't know about what it's like here. But now
She sees
3
it every
years
day.
later.
She's still there in grad school. She goes,
Okay.
you don't want to be a part of that.
So 85 million followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
That's like
It's just somebody's opinion, so
Yeah,
I can't,
it's like-
I can't
it's
say
like-
like,
I'd be happy.
You're
with
right.
85
You're
it
right.
is somebody's
He's
opinion.
It's all
gonna have-
opinions. Yeah.
yeah, he's going to have 160 million very
It's
quickly.
gonna go.
He was
You
gonna.
know.
That guy was on track to become probably a president down the road.
Yeah, could've.
Absolutely.
If you know what, I don't know that he would have done that just because he'd take a pay cut.
Yeah, he said I
wonder
don't
what
have any
his
interest in anything like that. But
Was he in any
Charlie
political
Kirk.
office?
No,
No.
Never.
no. He
he started when
basically.
he was
What is his network?
18.
That was-
So what he
He
gets a
never
lot
went
of
to
credit
college,
for the last
never-
election.
He's basically living off of his
Estimated,
views
according
on
to this
Uh-huh.
all
website,
the
And-
social
12
media.
And what
million.
it was is
12 mil?
he's been basically like trying to reprogram the younger crowd,
Yeah.
right? Or create dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
right?
In-
Not
at the
reprogram,
colleges,
but try and
at the college
create
level.
dialogue to talk.
Tell me, that
Like
guy
I said,
was like the
that's why I
most
think
smart.
it's so sad. Like it was literally always like a very,
Casual. Just.
I'd say, respectful
Yeah,
debate.
very.
Yeah,
He's
he
just sitting there
always-
with his
always.
mic, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
not violent, not posing a threat to a single human being. Just.
And it was
Yeah.
right after they asked
He
him
would
a
always
question,
invite the
and he
people
answered it with
that
gang
disagreed
violence.
with him
But
the most up to the front.
Yeah,
to
for
have
sure.
And he would
That's
respond
right.
respectfully.
Right.
He never called somebody an idiot.
No.
But what he was able to do is get
Wish we had more of those.
Should've.
is get them to admit it to themselves.
yes,
It's,
Right.
and it's like, well, and then he gets, he just states fact,
Yeah,
fact.
You're looking for
And then they go,
photographic numbers.
yeah,
I
but
wish we
well,
had somebody that did
and-
that.
and people would sound stupid.
Well, they would get angry and upset emotionally from their opinions that they've derived from media and stuff like that with no facts.
Right.
And so when they would argue, once he would say facts, then they would start calling him names and be upset, you know,
Yes.
whatever. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the natural reaction.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I don't have anything to tell you, but you're an asshole,
Yeah.
yeah,
right?
Those ad hominem.
Because you just
it's
put me in my
the
place,
last bastion.
and I'm not going to take that lying
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you remember seeing him? He used to go to on YouTube a long time ago when he first started. He was like 20 years old. He would go sit at a college with just a table and he had a sign out in front that says "Change my mind."
That's the other guy.
Steven Crowder.
That's Steven
That's
Crowder.
Steven Crowder.
Oh well, he
Steven
had these
Crowder.
on
Oh,
his
his-
sign.
But I
His
think
prove
they're
me-
pretty close.
His is prove me
Like,
wrong.
Yeah,
Prove
Prove me
wrong.
wrong. That's
Prove
all.
me wrong.
Prove me
Yeah,
wrong.
Steven Crowder.
And so you'd watch him, and then now it's like he has that tent, and there's 3,000 people
Yeah.
out there, and it was so interesting. So maybe Steven Crowder's gonna have to take up the.
Ooh, did you hear
Oh,
what
he was
saying?
pissed yesterday.
Oh my
He
God.
was
I
so
have not
bad.
heard
Like
it,
yelling.
I gotta look.
Yeah, he was so upset.
Oh.
Yelling.
Oh yeah,
Because nobody wants to
he's
be outside
well,
anymore.
and he's the next one, right? Like,
You have to be in a glass box.
Steven Crowder cannot hold a
Unreal.
candle to Charlie Kirk. He's such a different guy.
well, yeah, because he's a little more brash about the whole
He's-
thing
yeah.
too.
Yeah, and and he can't be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like yes manning him all the time. You know?
That's where
Milo said he's
Charlie
coming
was.
back.
Who?
Milo?
Milo Yiannopoulos? Oh my God, what a weirdo.
After they canceled
Yesterday, he's
him,
like, I'm coming back.
He's a little weird.
Oh,
He's a lot
okay.
weird.
but he's got a
another
lot
kind
of
one
he's
those.
got a lot of stuff to say because he was a part of the cancel culture, right? They canceled
yeah, they
him
were, yeah.
Right.
big time. All these guys.
I mean, I think that it's changed in our country, all outside events, if you really think about that.
So
If you
terrible.
have any
Everything's been
kind of,
changed.
Bulletproof
yeah,
box.
a
Just sit there.
bulletproof box, that's all we should
I
have.
mean, we go into a stadium now. You know, 9/11 changed everything. We go
Yeah.
into like to
I don't
watch a
do it.
Bronco game,
Yep.
or a Nuggets game, or an Air Force game.
I would go. I'm not gonna
and
be
you're
afraid
going
of that.
through security.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go to the gate just to watch the airplanes.
Yeah, you have to have a clear
You know,
bag.
now
if
you-
you're
now-
bringing in a
now
bag.
you have to-
To concerts and
Now you
stuff.
can't go to
I
the
won.
gate.
I didn't have one.
Who has a clear bag?
Nobody, yeah.
Bring in anything.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
switchbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll still have, like, you know, at football games, that's at least controlled environment where they're letting people in and they're checking. Something like this college thing, you're not gonna have 3,000
Yeah, no one's
people
going through a
standing around
detector.
with buildings everywhere. And,
No.
Well, here's what
or Trump's not gonna be out in, you know, doing speeches anymore.
Yeah,
in
here's
front
what will
of
happen
people.
the next time there's an event of that nature. There's going to be, and this includes presidential candidate speeches, on any rooftop that a bad guy could get a shot, there'll be good guys there, right? Trump's thing. How is that possible to even be there, let alone shoot somebody, shoot
just
shoot
so many
a
people.
presidential candidate?
Right,
I mean, on a building at a campaign stop,
cause it's
Secret-
hard to
Secret Service.
see everything.
And those ones
You know,
are always.
I have a
on
friend that
TV.
says, well,
They always
Secret
show us.
Service allowed that to happen.
Absolutely.
Therefore,
I agree with
they
that.
did it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, think about it.
You can't control an environment like that. I mean,
Right.
you
Yeah,
look
you
at all
can.
those aerials.
They saw the guy
In-
go up onto the roof in Pennsylvania.
People from the
Yeah, people were telling the police and they were
That they're
running
up there,
around
yeah,
looking
like,
around,
hey,
but-
look.
but he
Yeah.
shot before they could get.
I don't know if that's
But my point
Well,
is,
not
with
every
that
cop
and the
is
Trump,
on the right side
the
or
Trump
the left,
assassination
you know?
attempt,
Not everyone
there should have
loves it.
been security
Yeah,
there.
True.
Yeah, why was nobody on that?
You know?
Right.
Yeah, why
Or
is
at
there
least watching
security
it.
on those?
Yeah, or at least
well, if you
keeping an eye.
watch the video too, there's two like security guys behind him, and the one's like making baseball signs
Yeah,
to
yeah, I saw
somebody.
that.
Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I did.
Like there was something
Like, it's
going
his
on right
cab.
there.
Yeah.
There were two people who were guarding him, and they were making signs
Who
to
are you talking
somebody
about,
out
Charlie
there.
Kirk?
Charlie Kirk yesterday.
the
If you
security
rewatch
detail.
that,
I saw
where they, the video that's hard to watch, for sure.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That one, yeah, because
But you're in
and
Utah
you
where
think
you
you're
feel
safe.
completely safe
Right.
Yeah.
and everybody
I've been
loves
hearing a
me.
lot about Utah and just what's going on there. You know, like they're still flying the LGBTQ flags, and it's supposed to be a red state. Like there's stuff going on in the government in Utah right now.
I mean, I think the sad part is you're not safe anywhere.
No.
Like
Right, that's
literally
right.
speaking, and it's so unfortunate. Like I have 3 kids, right? I send them off to school, and I'm like, please God, bring them home alive.
Mhm.
And that's horrible. You could go to Walmart and get your groceries and have some guy pissed off with a gun.
Right.
It's just no Academy in Austin Bluffs. If anybody saw on Facebook a couple months ago, it was, I'm on like Colorado Can't Drive or Colorado Shittiest. Guy just pulls out a car and just starts shooting because he's pissed.
Right.
Like,
I remember that right
literally.
down the street from
What?
my
Right
house.
across from the Dutch Bros
I didn't
on
see
Academy
that.
in Austin Bluffs.
Really?
Wow.
I
Just
pass
stop.
that every day.
Pissed off, pulls over, starts shooting.
What?
You saw the Ukrainian refugee train stabbing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah,
was
I
the
mean,
worst.
like, come
Yeah,
on.
that is,
Like,
and yeah, like that lady was
Just
absolutely
sitting there.
innocent, not, you know.
She was a refugee. She
Yeah.
wasn't white
Yeah.
privilege anything.
No.
You
Yeah,
know?
no,
So
just sitting
And
up.
just watching that video was heartbreaking too.
Oh, horrible,
Yeah.
horrible.
That was worse than the Charlie Kirk one because he's
just
and then she just
literally.
And she's
Yeah.
like,
She was
what
still
happened?
alive.
She didn't, yeah, he just
Right.
like
Still,
brushed
and nobody
her.
helped
people
her.
were just like watching her.
Yeah.
She's just like,
Yeah,
Glad I
right,
wasn't on
yeah.
that train. I would have died that day because that guy would have stabbed me too.
Well, you
Yeah.
can always stab them back. You know.
But
Well, so let me
I
tell you-
wouldn't like
Yeah.
I was
to sit there
safe.
and
Right?
knock that
Yeah.
guy.
Well,
I got a
that's
layer
the
of
thing.
protection.
Yeah, it's just.
Let me tell you what happened on Monday.
you don't have it here though. You don't have that protection right here.
On Monday here at the office, somebody rented this room here for podcasting. 2 guys from California were calling me and going, hey, we need to rent this out. We're flying out. We're interviewing this high-powered person, and he's a man of God, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, you know, $64 an hour. And they're like, 2 hours, that's all we need. I said, okay. And then they're like, but we need you to videotape it for us. And I go, I'm not gonna do that. That's I'm just renting the room to you. Well, we need a professional videographer. So I start calling around. I get this videographer. He does all the visitor bureau stuff for Colorado Springs, you know. And he's like, well, I'll do it for $500. I really don't want to do it, but okay, I'll do it. So he comes with 3 cameras, all, you know, professional. And then the guys come in from California, and they've never been to Colorado Springs, and they just came here to interview this one guy. They want to make sure everything's perfect in there. So I'm working on making sure everything's perfect for him. And then all of a sudden, their guest is like 30, 40 minutes late, right, getting here. And all of a sudden they pull up, and these guys get out of the car, and his security details around him, and they go in, they're checking around the rooms, you know, and stuff. This dude walks in, he's got a gun holstered here, total stud looking dude. And I'm thinking, who in the world is this, right? Well, he comes in, he doesn't know who those guys are. He doesn't know who the videographer is, right? They just contacted him from California and said we would like to interview you because they saw him speak in California. And so he doesn't know who's who. He walks up to me, I'm Victor, and he doesn't know who I am. Like, he just doesn't know what's going on. But his security detail checks out the place, and they're all cool. And they're sitting up front, you know, making sure everything's good. And he's back here, and I'm setting up the computer, and he's like, gentlemen, I just want to let you know, I'm going to tell you guys first, I have not told anybody this, but I am running for the governor of the state of Colorado. I'm going to announce it in 2 weeks. So I just want you guys to know
Good.
that's what's happening. Can you
Good.
believe that? Right there in that room.
Wow.
Victor
Wow.
something?
Victor Marks, his name.
Like
So I
Carl?
Googled him. Dude, the guy's got like YouTube channel, one video has 17 million views. You know, like, it was pretty cool.
Wow.
That's nuts.
And they reached out to you.
Huh?
And they reached
Well,
out to you.
these guys from California
Yeah.
were going to interview him about his faith, being a Christian. And as he said that, he goes, the only reason I would run for governor is because I know I'll win, you know, and he's like really confident. And I was like, wow, this guy is definitely somebody. So
Mafia?
Yeah.
No. So I Googled him, and if you Google him, he,
MARX.
M-A-R-X, he goes all over
Like
the
Carl.
world
Right.
with
I was-
security teams, and he rescues sex trafficked people, kids, and so he runs around the world with these people, and he rescues people, like
Really?
full deal.
Was he in that big movie about the sex trafficking
I
and
have no
stuff that was
idea.
out?
I have
No,
to
that's
look.
not different. Are you
What
talking
was
about The
that?
Sound of Freedom?
But anyway,
Yeah,
Sound
The
of
Sound of Freedom.
Oh, I
Was he a
couldn't even
dude from
watch
The Sound of
that.
Freedom?
tough.
I don't know.
No,
We'll have to see.
No.
Victor Marks? I don't think that's does not ring a
I
bell to
couldn't
me.
sit through
But
There's
that.
he,
another guy.
He obviously has money because he's got
Didn't
security
like Jim
teams.
Caviezel do a lot of, had to do with a lot
He
of
played
that too?
yeah, he was in that movie. He was
Uh-huh.
So
Is he a
what?
former military guy?
He's
Marine.
gotta be.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a Marine.
Marine, yeah.
Man,
But
there's
he-
an author that writes books about all the guys like that.
Oh yeah. This guy was a
Whoever got
stud,
the
dude. This guy was a
authors.
stud. I
Yeah.
could just tell. You know, you knew he was somebody when he started walking in.
Right.
You know, and everybody cleared his path and stuff. I was like, man. So what's interesting is the videographer from Colorado Springs Visitor Bureau or whatever. He was like, dude, I'm so glad I took this job. It was the most incredible interview. Like, he was all excited too. And I'm just so blessed to be here. I was like, he was like a Christian too, and I was going, this is incredible how all these people came together. And I said, did he announce that he was going to run for governor? And there on the podcast, he says, yes, he did. And then he told those guys, you can't post this
For 2 weeks.
for a couple weeks until I announce, because there could be a reason that I
Yeah,
pull
so
out.
it's
You
like
know, I got a
it's a
few
government
things
agent.
to button up. But if I pull out, then you have to edit that out, right? And they're like, no problem.
Victor Marx is a high-risk humanitarian with successful missions to Iraq,
How's that?
Syria, North Africa, and Southeast Asia, many times in a non-permissive and high-threat environments, helping orphans and widows. So he's a humanitarian, he's a Christian. He'll lose in a landslide in the state.
I was gonna say
Oh, no, I know,
Colorado's
but
not.
still,
He'll
I
lose
think
in a
that's kind
landslide.
of cool.
Yeah.
Charlie
I'll
Kirk
go
said
out and vote
something
for
amazing.
him. Like,
Yeah.
To
Well,
someone's
Springs, but not
crying about
Denver.
separation of church and state. It's like the Constitution. He's quoting Bible stuff, Deuteronomy, Leviticus, all this stuff about how the Constitution,
That's
the
right.
Declaration of Independence, is based on the Bible.
Absolutely.
The ideas in the Constitution came from the Bible.
Yeah, some of those guys
He
who
said
wrote
that-
the Constitution spoke fluent Hebrew.
And the problem that our country is having is the Constitution was meant for a Christian nation, and we're not a Christian nation anymore.
but do you
And you
think
can't
this,
have liberty without Christianity.
do you think this Charlie Kirk thing will help somebody like a Victor Marx in his bid?
Not in
Yeah,
this state.
I
It's
think
gonna
so,
grow. It's gonna
Yeah, because
quadruple.
Polis is
All
on
the
his
young
way out
kids.
too. I mean, but that's why. But that we have a corrupt election system
Yeah.
here, and that's what
Yeah.
Trump's reason for pulling Space Force, right? Is
Yeah.
because we have a corrupt system. So until they do something about that and release Tina Peters, right, like the one that they busted, who busted them cheating in the election,
Right.
Oh yeah, her.
Right,
oh,
and-
God.
So, and I know that the DOJ is making moves to help her. So there could be changes coming down the pipe here. I honestly, I'm of the mind that I think that the country's going to grind to a halt like it did it for COVID here pretty soon with all this stuff, because they're going to have to arrest her.
Or it's going to empower the
Mm-hmm.
younger generation. This thing with Charlie, if I was in college right now, I'd be really. I mean, I'm upset as it is as an adult
Mm-hmm.
because I always have a passion for the younger generation, and it's going to change them drastically because they want to change their country and they have the power to do it.
Yeah,
My-
I think between Charlie, like you said about bringing people together, I think a lot of people are going to go, we're all Charlie. We're all Charlie. We
Yeah.
all have ideas. We all have, and we're all kind of outspoken about who we are. And, it's just, I don't know, man.
It's the beauty of our country. We're not supposed to
I
be
mean,
condemned for that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, speak your mind.
You-
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Speak
My
your mind.
youngest goes to Purdue, and during that whole Free Palestine, they set up a camp really close to the Jewish Community Center there, and then the Jewish Community Center had all these flags for all the people that were kidnapped or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
back in
And
October. Back in like
Yeah.
October or whatever.
And those Free Palestine, the radicals that were like exchange students, international students, a lot of them from those, Islamic countries, pulled them all up. They broke into the community center. They threatened people. They beat people up that were going in there on campus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like right there.
That's why
and,
he's sanctioning a lot of these college
They didn't do
campuses right
anything.
now,
they just boarded up the windows and locked the doors. Well, that's not what it's a community center.
Well, you never know. In the background, they could be having an issue about funding and stuff too, because that's what he's doing.
At Purdue.
At a lot of these big huge colleges. I mean, even these judges ruled that it was illegal for him to hold back funds from, but then the Supreme Court came and reaffirmed him.
So this guy that they interviewed, he holds the world record for the fastest disarming a human of a gun. And so if you go on his YouTube, you'll see him, somebody
pretty
walks up with a gun
badass.
like that, he goes, oh, like that, and he's holding the clip in this hand, and he's holding their gun in this hand. It was like amazing. Like the dude's
All
like
that other
some
stuff doesn't matter. He was a
karate
Marine.
guy.
He's a real badass.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a badass. You
He
can
did
tell.
what?
Jonathan Gilstrap. If you read some of his books, he's got
Yeah.
that's his main character, some ex-military guy that he's he's super rich, but then he goes around the world like doing good deeds. and
Yeah,
stuff
right.
like that. It's awesome.
So yeah, he's
awesome to listen to.
You'll have to go to his YouTube channel. I went to it for briefly after because I was so amazed
Transgender.
at that whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's
So I
what
can't
I'm
wait
saying.
till it comes out to see if he actually announces. That'll be super
That
interesting.
makes
So
sense.
do you
why
think,
that Mauser's a
uh,
powerful gun?
That would increase sales in Colorado
It's an old
Springs,
gun.
or
I don't know. I just
Father
feel like
gave me one, and it's a
this
bolt
Charlie
action.
Kirk thing could go hand in hand with this guy because he was telling those guys that we need more security in the U.S. We need to, have more police officers and stuff, and crime's going out of control, and so he feels like that he has to step in because of his whole life. His whole life is security, if you
Right.
think about it, and so he's feeling like I need to step in and try to at least
Do
run,
something, yeah.
right? And that's why people usually get into politics, because they feel like there's a hole that they need to fill. So then all of a sudden this Charlie Kirk thing happens. I feel like it just lifts up a Victor kind of guy where he's like, you guys, to the young people, we need order again. We can't have this. And those young people could change the map.
First, we got to change the media. And as
I
long
don't
as
know.
that is
People
still
hate
going,
the media.
the media.
Yeah, but
is-
the professors in the colleges, they're promoting, like my daughter, the Purdue girl, she's engineering, so they don't have time for this crap. Nobody's focused on
they're
this stuff.
right. yeah.
right.
They have
but,
different minds.
Yeah, but I mean, the people that are, art history majors, they have lots of time. So
Right.
they get behind whatever the popular,
Psychology,
Mhm.
Yeah.
business.
yeah, all the humanities
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and they just, and they're, she goes, I can't even walk down certain parts of campus because I know they're setting up shop and they try to grab you and go, hey, join the socialist meeting today. And she's like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
okay. She takes the flyer and she's like, whatever, and she just keeps walking to the library,
That's
so
interesting.
it's insane. They're crazy people.
Where's Purdue?
West Lafayette, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
So it's got an hour north of Indianapolis.
Oh, interesting. So,
I have to go there too often. I have to go there all the time. Going there next month. But it's a great school for engineering. I mean, obviously. But
And for
I feel
making
like Cashel was
cocktails.
bumbling
yeah.
what?
He's
Boiler
like
maker.
3 times.
Oh.
Boiler.
That's the wrong
Yeah,
definition.
Oh, I didn't know there was another definition. Sorry.
Bumbling.
You wouldn't, Dave.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
I was a French art history major.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so
high
I'm
school
gonna
diploma. That's all.
switch it a little bit because this week you can get a VA loan now lower than 6.
Yeah. And an FHA, right?
FHA, VA.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, 30-year fixed conforming loans are 6 1/4-ish.
6 1/4. I know.
What is
Yeah.
VA?
And we haven't had like an official
Like 5.75.
rate drop. That's just kind of
Right.
Maybe
I
lower,
saw
but-
that yesterday, though, that they were advertising the
Wow.
rates were
But again, the
dropped.
prime,
So yeah, Fed fund rates are not mortgage rates at all.
They're-
So
No, I know.
when they drop Fed fund rates, we'll probably see mortgage rates escalate
Go
a
up.
little bit. But
Okay.
just
tried to explain that to
But-
a client of mine.
yeah,
And I'm
Something
like,
was down 50 basis points. Was that the overnight lending to the between lenders? and
that's kind of that
That's-
Fed fund rates.
Okay, Fed
yeah.
fund.
So they're talking about a 1/4 point drop,
So it's
On
going to
the
go.
17th
So rates will
next
go
week.
up
most likely. I mean,
for how long? Right? It's a little bump.
just depends.
who knows. Yeah.
What I usually tell folks, like, right, the 10-year Treasury is just over 4 right now. So the 10-year Treasury yield, so it's 4.015 right now. So that's the lowest it's been in several months. Well, quite a while. And so if you look at the 10-year yield, that 10-year Treasury yield plus call it 2.5, that's roughly where rates are going to fall for conforming, and then government rates are usually 0.5 point or so behind that. And so it really just has to do with liquidity in the bond and treasury market.
Okay.
And so we did start doing the government started buying back some bond, adding some liquidity into that, and that's really what the driver is. So it's, there's all kinds of stuff that drives these consumer price index and, the inflation rates and producers' price expenditures and all the good stuff that goes along into these. But if you watch that 10-year treasury yield, if that drops below 4, that'll probably be the high marker for the next 6 to 12 months would be my guess. So we will see a rate somewhere in that ballpark. I don't think we'll see, those yields go back up to 4.5.
Right, yeah.
5. But anyway, yeah, I don't know.
So
I don't know where it's going to go, but I don't think
Nothing's normal
Fed
right
rates.
now.
That announcement won't have much to do
Yeah.
with the mortgage rates themselves, but what it does for us is spark interest.
That's right.
Because they hear it and they go, "Oh, hey, rates are low."
like I need a
and-
VA refinance. Oh wait, hold on, that's purchase. What can you do for refinance? Because purchase would be below 6.
Similar, yeah. Similar.
It's similar.
So the
Like End has a different rate for
the prime
purchase and
affects
refinance, but most of
arms.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong. When they mess with the prime, it affects like your HELOC.
Mhm.
It affects any adjustable rate mortgages.
Yep, but no, probably not.
No, okay, just HELOCs.
Yeah, your
all your credit
credit
cards, your the car loans and stuff like that. But it doesn't do, because I have a client. He's going, well, if they drop it, then that'll be good. I'm like, it's not the same. It's not. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
But the fact that they call you is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So you can use that to explain it, but yeah, if we just get some people.
I say, well, it might instill some consumer confidence,
Yeah.
so people feel better about
Spending the
getting
money.
the same rate that they had 2 days before that.
Yeah. Hey, that's the big thing. It's the perception of being willing to spend that money. I mean, the half a point rate drop doesn't really do much to your payment.
Yeah.
6 and 6.5 is not a lot, but when we were offering 7, now to say 6.25 it just
Right.
emotionally feels better to like, oh, I'm getting 6.25, even though the payment difference on a $300,000 loan is $150 maybe. Isn't it?
So what's that?
Well, here I can.
No, what's a $300,000 loan for? Not for a house.
A condo in
Detached. Very detached.
Hey, I just got a referral
$400,000.
from some Fountain area buyer, doesn't want HOA and doesn't want a fixer, so no more than 200. So please send me all those listings. Great, thank you.
Detached garage. Just it.
Yeah.
Just a garage.
Just the garage?
Yeah, I was gonna say, no
Yeah.
house. It's just a garage.
Yeah, that's more like that's like a storage unit or something.
Yeah.
But when should somebody refi? Like, should we call all of our clients that have 6 3/4 rates and tell them if they're VA to refi? When do we tell them to refi?
Everybody's different. I did some numbers for somebody that I gave them like a $375 a month payment savings, and they're like, it's not worth it. I don't want to do it. But I've done them for $75 where I would have told them not to refinance. I mean, I did tell them not to refinance.
It
But
costs money to refi, right? I
it costs money to refinance, so a $75 a month payment, life impacting for people. Or, if you're consolidating
Yeah.
debt, I just was looking at some of the BS junk mail that came in. These credit card rates are upwards of 28%. And that's 28% plus prime when you read those. So that is like your
Boy, it can't go higher than 29.99.
29.99%.
Yeah, 30 is usury.
That is just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
But you see them when
Imagine.
they're out there, and you
Yeah.
look at revolving. I mean, we're at the highest revolving debt ever in America.
Yeah,
But-
well, that's $75 a month. That would allow somebody to get Sunday ticket for this.
Yeah.
this-
So just to, it used to be that 1 percentage point was your break-even mark, But on a $400,000 loan, the difference between 7 and 6 is $262 a month. So,
Yeah.
what is that value to you? And that's the biggest thing, is what's the value to the consumer.
Because that is over like 30 years though, right? Or whatever, however many years.
However long you keep it. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean, if people are keeping
Mhm.
loans for a long time, like where I grew up, it's like homes get passed from family to family
Yeah.
to family. You know,
Yeah,
here we see what's the average time someone holds a
5 years.
Yeah, 3 to 5 years,
7
right?
years,
So
Yeah,
yeah. So, but it usually justifies itself. I usually show people, like, if you can justify a refinance within 12 months, that makes sense. Like if the cost makes sense for you within your payment savings and everything you're gonna accomplish. 12 months, if it's less than that, I probably wouldn't do it. I mean, if it's more than that, I would probably hold off.
Well, especially if you've had your loan for a while.
I do a whole lot of those.
It may be less monthly payment, but you're starting over
Yes.
on that bell curve.
that's still
Yeah.
great.
You
I
know.
told all kinds of people, like when rates are in the 2s, I was like, don't refinance. You've been in your house for, 23 years. Don't move from your 6% to 3% because you're almost done.
Yeah, we were 2 years away from being done with our mortgage, and we were at 3.75, and man, I can get you 2.25.
Yeah.
And I
For another
go,
30 years. That's awesome.
Well, yeah,
Even
but
15 years. Like, it doesn't make sense.
My interest payment right now is like $78 a month, and it gets like $4 cheaper
Fractional.
every month. Why would I flip flop that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Even though I'm getting a better rate, that's
Making
dumb.
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
He said, we can try. I go, just
I've got a couple
Yeah.
condos that are like 9%, whatever, still. But I only owe like 22,000 on them. And nobody would even
So-
do a loan for
Yeah,
me
so that's
for
it.
when it was low.
Like
Yeah.
just the title cost alone.
Put it on a
the
credit
title
card,
and
get
the
some
appraisal
points,
is
man.
like,
So
no,
who cares?
get some airline
don't
percent.
do that.
Well, the goal is to be free and clear, not to restart the whole cycle
That's
over
exactly
again.
right.
Unless you're, I've done that where you pull cash out so that you can go buy something else.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
What are like closing costs for a house that's like 300-ish thousand, 350,000 or something like that?
Well, so we have our regular fee, which is the $360, which is normally split, and then whatever that title premium would be.
$1,200-1,300.
Yeah, $1,200 or so. Like,
Is that split too, or is that who pays
no,
it?
no, the
That's-
seller pays
No, the
that.
split.
The tradition,
You're talking about refis.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
Just
closing
in
costs to
general.
buy a
Oh.
house.
yeah, just in general.
I don't know
Yeah,
about houses. though.
yeah.
Oh no, so to buy a house, so
The loan,
the title fee,
title
You
premium.
have to pay it's mostly loan costs
is on the other side, on the buyer.
for the closing side.
Yeah, but
always.
it's the seller
closing-
pays
the closing
traditionally
costs?
in
That can make both
Colorado
zero.
the owner's
Well, I know,
policy
but
going
it's-
into the new
But
buyer.
the real estate
Yeah.
end of it is
And then
Well,
there,
easy.
if
And what
they
is that?
if they
Hardly
want
any,
the
just
owner's
a few
extended
$100.
coverage, which
Yeah.
is a $65 add-on
So what's the coverage, the base rate, the base amount for the,
for like 300,000. I don't
Yeah.
know off the top of my head, but
okay,
But typically,
Not very much, okay.
the seller's going to pay the
It's
title
It's about
insurance.
1 to 2%
of the purchase price?
of the purchase
Oh, okay.
price
That's
for
not very much.
loan
like
costs, closing costs.
1,100. Yeah,
for loan
Well, it
costs.
depends on if it's a $500,000 home.
then those premiums are in like the 11s. Like what 300s is going to be lower. Like that's not going to be.
The escrows right now are, that's what's eating everybody up. This cash, when you're looking at what's my cash to close, past my down payment.
Right.
Your homeowner's insurance is
A year
plus
four
four to
months.
10 grand, 4 to 12 grand, and people are like, "Oh my God, I don't. Why are your closing costs so high?" They're not. It's all this other stuff. But yeah, loan side is, you're probably gonna look between $1,000 and $1,500 plus.
Yeah, 'cause
an
you're gonna-
appraisal.
'cause
A
then
VA
the-
appraisal costs you $800.
Yeah.
Credit reports these days, it costs me about almost $70 per head to pull a credit report.
And the buyer normally pays for the loan policy, right, for their loan. And then there's also a loan closing fee on top of that, which is like $380 as well, or
Yeah,
something
same
like that.
God, there's a lot of money involved.
So the split, oh yeah, people think I'm the devil when I
Yeah,
go,
and it's
here's what your cash to close is. What? This is
Well, the
ridiculous.
inspections and appraisals for commercial properties are way more expensive than that.
Yeah.
Way more
Yeah.
expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's a commercial appraisal?
Well,
It's
I
like
mean,
a
it
couple
depends,
grand.
but like, easily $4,000,
Yeah.
you know, just for their appraisal, you know, so.
Yeah,
And inspections are thousands. I mean, they're expensive.
that makes sense for
Yeah.
commercial. It's, yeah.
I'm glad you think so.
I
No, I'm
think
just
so.
kidding.
But you know, just
It depends on the size of the building.
bigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going bigger on everything.
Yeah.
Our church was thinking about buying like a unit too, because I'm lucky I get the Russian Ukrainian clientele, and I'm like, oh my god, I literally recused myself from any further purchases because I'm like, no, thank you, have a nice day. it was an absolute nightmare, but it was the old dome building on
Pikes Peak?
right behind Cowboys, whatever that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Down tailgate.
Right over there, yeah. So they were thinking about buying it, and just the amount of explaining that I had to do for like, hey, you want to do an ILC? This is how, and they were like, what? I'm like, you're trying to buy a church.
You don't want to do ILC is better than a
Like,
survey, for God's sake.
Well, and I mean, the whole thing just imploded, which was fantastic because I wanted nothing to deal with it after. But yeah, it's expensive.
Well, the ILC, I mean, you'd have to have one or the other for a loan, generally speaking.
It was cash to start with, but it turned into
Oh, was?
Okay,
it turned
hold
into
on.
World
You
War
guys-
III.
Okay, so you were trying to find a church for,
Well, it was originally zoned a church at a certain point.
which one was it behind,
The
where's
one behind
Cowboys?
Cowboys, the club.
You know the Scientology Center, right by my.
The little dome.
Oh, yeah,
That
the dome.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
That's
They
what
weren't
we were
talking
trying
about
to
the
buy.
dome.
Our church was trying to buy the dome.
Her
So
church was trying to buy.
my
it.
really
Wait a
small
minute,
Ukrainian
but
church.
your church put in an offer down at that one church
No, they're
down
doing something
south.
totally different now. Yeah, this was
She
a
was
while ago.
trying, we were trying to help them find a church too, because
Yeah.
of Peter.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, when you have to explain the fact that things cost money, and
Yeah.
it's like a church or a nonprofit, and then they're like, how much? And I'm like,
Or a first-time home
you're
buyer.
buying or anything
Or a
in
realtor
general.
that
Like, you
doesn't
have to
explain
like.
it to their buyer.
Bring
That
it
dome
down.
is way too small for your church, isn't
We
it?
only have 100 members, 97 total.
Okay.
It all imploded, and it was
This is
I was
Peter's thing?
It,
was
yes,
a
it
nightmare.
is. That's weird.
absolute nightmare.
But
yeah.
you guys had that offer on that one and they found out it had marijuana shop down the street.
So they started not to, and I literally got it.
What
Was,
is wrong with your church
I
leaders?
stood up to the church, and I
We've
said,
been trying to
I
get you guys a church for like
21 years.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've been here the whole
I
time.
remember. Yeah, exactly.
We call those people not
Way too
buyers.
much.
Just so you're aware.
But it's just when you have to
Window
explain
shoppers.
common sense things like, hey, there's a fee, there's an appraisal, there's a fee, ILC, there's a fee, survey,
Can't believe
there's
they
a
were thinking
fee,
about buying that.
earnest
dome.
money, there's a fee. So it's just constantly like, with your buyers and your sellers, you have to like explain things.
So I mean, if they're your church was buying it, so they could waive anything they wanted that was optional that a lender would not waive.
It was an absolute.
You don't have to do an
nightmare.
ILC. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It's stupid not to.
Unless you want OEC though, if you want owner's extended coverage, you gotta.
Did they put in an offer on that
Yeah,
dome?
yeah.
And it didn't go?
It was. They took so long to figure out their mind. It was day 39 to decide. But I was told to write the offer, so I wrote the offer, and they had the cash for it. So I had to apologize to like 3 people, and I got up in front of the whole church and what do you call it? Recuse yourself.
Recuse yourself.
The whole thing. I said I want nothing to do going forward. So
Wait,
whoever's the lucky guy, have
that's
fun.
crazy. You had to get in front of the church and say,
Oh, I
yes.
had to say no thank you after that. I was like, you guys, this is embarrassing. Because we do this for a living, right?
Were
It's
they
your,
getting a
it's your
deal on that
reputation
dome?
out there.
Reputation.
That dome's been sitting vacant for 100
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Were they getting a good deal?
They were. It was a steal. Yeah.
How much do you remember?
I honestly don't remember, but whatever it was, it made me want to pull out my hair.
Okay,
I
so,
was just livid. I'm like, this is kindergarten.
I'm
I
sure
can't
those
do this.
sellers would have given away that dome.
Literally
'cause-
speaking, and it's zoned, and it's perfect. But the problem is, it's right next to a non-Christian club, Cowboys. Yeah.
Wait, Cowboys is way in the
There's
front.
Christians
It's
that
right
go
in
in there
front
all
of
the
it.
time.
Wait, isn't the club off of
No, you drive right
Academy?
past it. You literally drive right. It's right above the hill. So you drive by Cowboys and you go
Well,
right.
there's a bowling alley that is in front of it.
God,
There's like a
wow.
golf course. There's-
Yeah, believe
What?
me.
Are you kidding me?
No, I got up in front of the
They're
whole
not
church.
buyers. They're not buyers. if
What
they're
kind
gonna
of
make
club
that
is Cowboys?
I have no
It's
idea.
just
It's like
it's like
country.
where
Country.
cowboys
Oh,
go.
okay.
Country
Okay.
people.
Not
Country
Christian.
nightclub.
They do line dancing.
Well, it's like, what, is it a
Country
strip
people
club?
go
or-
No, that's just TNTs, I believe.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what else we have.
Oh
but
my goodness, that's crazy.
It was horrendous. It was.
Who cares about the cowboy club?
That's why they. Yeah, I was like, well, don't go to the club. Drive up the street and go to church.
Drive up Rebecca Lane. Oh, you have to pass by the
But
big
we need a
cowboy
place
in the
to go to
front.
lunch
That's,
after
Oh, yeah.
church.
that's holding the beer.
God.
Cowboys
It,
is on.
it was. I'm trying to look it up right now for the price. I was mortified, and then I got backlash for getting up in front of my entire church and then recusing myself.
What did that look like in the dome? Was it just a big open thing?
Honestly, I didn't even go in because you couldn't go in without permission because it's an abandoned. It's not
Oh, yeah,
necessarily
it's abandoned, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't even go in. We had one of our church elders go in with one of our other people who's like an engineer.
Did Peter go in there?
Peter did not.
Oh yeah, he probably killed the deal.
Peter was not. But I mean,
Because he wants it up
logically,
north.
logically, they could have sold this in 2 years, and just it's zoned right.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well,
It
I mean,
was
we found him
horrendous.
some deals up north that would have been okay, but then there was always something wrong. There was always something wrong.
Right.
I was like, I'm not
415,
gonna
400
waste
grand.
my time.
415.
I can't change where the land is. You know.
The crazy
so-
thing with your church is that you have somebody like Peter who's going, hey, we need a church, but I need to have it in Monument or this or that,
Yeah.
up by him, right? And then, so he's like, hey, can you look? And so she's looking for stuff up there, and he's looking to build.
Yeah.
He was like, we could build on some land,
Yeah.
just find some land. And then he calls me and goes, yeah, we put in an offer of this one clear down off of Fountain.
And I talked to
And-
those brokers because we all know each other, right?
Right.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and
And
then
I'm
they
like-
then they backed out, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. How does that?
That was one of the properties I actually sent him. I actually sent him
Oh, yeah, that's
everything
exactly right,
available.
yeah.
And then and I call the broker and I go, hey, I have somebody that might be interested. She goes, oh well, we have a letter of intent or a contract. I can't remember what it was, whichever way it was. And then she calls me, and I didn't put two and two together because we were looking up north mostly, right? I just gave him everything though, everything.
Crazy.
And then she calls me. She goes, oh yeah, they fell out. And then I found out it was Peter's group, but he didn't. He
Okay, I have
doesn't
nothing to do
communicate.
for the record.
But you're not going to help them anymore.
I
don't see
said
how
no,
you
thank
can.
you.
Like
I
that'd be
couldn't.
ridiculous.
It was exhausting.
Well, the problem is if,
Oh, yeah.
if you present them something and they take your information and they go around you and they try to make their own deal because God forbid you should make any money on it.
Right.
You know, that is absolutely unethical. And I just, why do you want to burden yourself with something like
And
that? you know?
it was honestly, I've been at that church for 21 years, and it was the first time in 21 years where I got up in front of the whole church and I said, you know what, God bless every one of you, but no, thank you. I said, going forward, I'm done.
Go get it.
The
Go get
amount
it.
of
Go
calls,
find
the
another
amount of
broker
you know what I
somewhere.
mean? We're trying to make
For
a
nothing.
deal happen.
And yeah.
do you
and
guys
they're like,
remember the
No good deed
Heart and
goes
Soul?
unpunished.
It just,
What it-
oh,
yeah, you try to help
that-
people
that
and then
was-
you get
that
chucked
was
under
Do
the
you
bus.
remember Heart and
Yeah.
Soul Counseling Center? That the guy in charge of it used to go on Oprah and stuff like. Do you remember that? Or Dr. Phil? Oh, so he's located here. He had this building off of Academy, close to here actually, and he was polling tasking every single commercial broker in town to find him a place. Well, we talk to each other.
right.
Because all
Right.
I have to do is go, hey, I have a counseling center that's looking to buy a building and they
Like,
need.
we do too.
So do
Yeah,
I.
they're like, here are the parameters. They're like, oh, is it George? I'm like, oh my God. So
Yeah,
then,
yeah, right.
then nobody helps them.
No, it's-
Because why
it's-
would you?
Yeah,
You
right.
have no
right.
loyalty.
Yeah. Oh.
And you're sort of like, I mean, who wants to waste their time on that?
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's ridiculous.
The amount of I'm sorries I had to say was just.
Well, the funny thing
That's
was,
unfortunate. I'm
It
sorry
was
to hear
horrible.
that.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but because I feel like I can vent it here much better than when I'm standing up in front of 97 people and they're like,
Well, we want to vent
Yeah.
too. That
It's
Peter.
it's
It's
a lot of work.
ridiculous.
It's a lot of work.
I think in
It is a lot of work.
2009 or 2010,
Ugh.
I was showing them churches around town.
Yeah, you work 12 years.
Right.
It's not even worth the payoff at that point.
It's
Absolutely
not.
not.
So I
What
think
is
you
the
were.
hourly rate?
I don't
50
think you were in
cents?
real estate at the time.
Minus $275 an hour.
Plus
Per
inflation.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was showing him churches, and
Yeah.
there was the one that used to be the old Academy Station 6 theater over there.
That's where my church is.
Oh, that's where your church is now?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Vanguard,
check this
yeah.
out. Before your church moved in, it was another church. So I was showing Peter and about 8 other
27
people.
Ukrainians.
Yeah, it was all about 8 other people, like the whole board. was
Like
looking
the
at
whole
this church. And we're going around, and this guy from the church is showing us the church, and I'm like, oh, look at the sanctuary, look at this, look at that. And I'm like, this is a huge space. And we're talking about stuff, and the guy from the church goes, can I talk to you a minute privately? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I walk away, and Peter and those guys are over there. And he's like, you know, we don't believe in Jesus in this church. Right? I'm like, okay.
As
He's, yeah,
in
no. We're
mislabeled.
yeah, we believe in the universe and you know,
Oh.
Well, and
like
there's
Unitarian or
people in
whatever.
Yeah,
churches-
Unitarian.
And I went, oh, okay, no problem. I go, that's no big deal. He goes, I just wanted you to know
You
that
didn't tell him
because
that,
you're
right?
talking about Jesus when you're walking around and stuff.
Ew.
And so I walk over to Peter and those guys. I was like, you guys, if you buy this church, you're going to have to pray the demons out of it. I was like, this is not a Jesus believing church.
I would have loved that part out. I would've-
It is now.
But it is now. It's his church now.
It's
They
been
bought it.
saved.
They have to buy it.
And they let me in.
It's just the amount of work it takes to make these calls, to build the, you know what I mean? To hey, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, hey, it's a lot of work.
I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
jump on a call.
Yeah.
My buddy that's building a house for Camito.
Yeah.
They're having a broker open house next week. It's the one right on Lake there or whatever.
21st.
I've seen it.
5th Street. They've been building it. Yeah,
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to school,
yeah.
right?
I just passed
So they
it
have
the
an
other
open
day.
house on the 17th from 11 to 2. They got lunch and ice cream and all the other, you know,
So Camino just-
type expensive shit.
Okay.
Camino just built it and they're trying to sell
It's a
it now.
spec house they're trying
Yeah.
to sell. So
Wow.
they're doing a broker open house. It's right there on the way to the Broadmoor. You'll see it right there.
Yeah.
But
Who's your
on the
buddy?
17th, Nate Bannett.
Nate
Used to be Flying Horse, and then he was Platinum, and now he works for these guys.
Is anybody going to the parade? Is it? Anybody
I
want to
can't
go?
afford to, man.
I
Well,
don't want to see that many people.
It is so expensive.
wait, do you want tickets? You can get free
No,
tickets.
because I can't afford it.
Have a good one.
What?
Because if I take my wife, she's just go, ooh, we should do this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh, what about
Anybody
this?
want
I want to meet
free
your wife and
tickets
tell
to
her all
the
about what
parade
you
of
say
homes?
about her. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Do what?
Does anybody want free tickets to the parade of
I
homes?
do, actually.
I'll take
I
the
do.
You do?
tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you a guy's number. His name's Todd Stevens. He owns a building. You know, he's a builder.
Todd Stevens.
And he called me and said, Rob, I got free tickets for you if you come out to my model and get them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not interested, Todd, but thanks. He's like, well, let your agents know. I said, okay. Because I guess they cost money.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I don't
know
go to
how
the
much they
parade
are.
anymore. Because, you know, seeing
When you've done
millions
it
of
for-
houses. Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
we're,
you've done
we're redoing our bathroom, so maybe I should wait till we're done with that.
yeah. So I'll see you. And then also
I'm so jealous you
the
and Keurig in there.
other thing that popped up is
Oh, so listen to this. So we took out a big giant bathtub and we're putting up like
Sauna.
a coffee,
Oh, what?
like a
In the
buffet
bathroom?
in the bathroom, a buffet hutch, and for our coffee, we're making a coffee station, and we're putting a faucet on the wall to fill up the coffee maker.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we were gonna do like a pot filler, like you'd have
Yeah.
in this kitchen.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was too big and bulky. But we just got a nice little.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
what time out? I mean, how addicted are you? Like a coffee
coffee.
in the toilet.
Not in the toilet.
No,
in
it's not in the
bathroom,
toilet.
In the bathroom.
It's in the
In the
master
bathroom.
bathroom.
Okay, like
Oh,
in
it's
the,
a
where the
separate
vanity
room.
is?
Yeah, like
Okay.
you wake up
Well, where-
in the
where do
morning,
you-
you
where
walk
do you
in
get your
there, you
coffee?
pee,
Okay.
you
What?
brush your
Where do you-
I don't
teeth,
really
you
drink
start your
But-
coffee.
Yeah,
So
that's
most
right.
people.
I would drink it in the toilet. No.
Well, in the new Keurigs, you can program it on your phone to where it starts whatever time you tell it.
I'm too cheap to buy that Keurig.
Yeah.
Wait, he's in a ranch style house.
No, it's a
What do you have, 2 stories?
upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, you have to go all the way
so
downstairs
if
to
I
get your coffee.
if I have to
yeah.
go downstairs
Is doing that.
at my age and health
You're like a
situation.
mini fridge with creamer and stuff in there? Or?
No mini fridge because I'd have alcohol in that.
Yeah.
Cream.
So,
And then when you're
yeah,
drinking in the bathroom, that's true
I
alcohol.
showed the house. They had a mini fridge right buy the bread.
Just in case you-
It's right there.
I guess at work makes
But I
sense.
can't imagine going downstairs at first thing in the morning
Like the
without
rest
a
of us.
coffee. I mean, I would. My health insurance would be. They wouldn't even. I'd have no life insurance or health insurance. They'd cancel it.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously.
Do that with 3 yappy kids in the morning when you have a migraine, because I'm a migraine sufferer. And then I'm like a poor folk that has to go downstairs to get my coffee, right? So I kick my kids back upstairs. I'm like, come back in about 20 minutes.
So yeah, it's gonna do.
Does coffee help your headache?
It does. Yeah.
Does
Oh,
it?
coffee.
So it's a vasoconstrictor.
I used to get headaches on my meds. Bad.
So you're the
Oh,
kind that
tripping
needs
helps
to have
me.
the.
Yeah.
And coffee.
Gone.
Coffee kill. Yeah, I
It
get
helps a lot,
headaches
yeah.
when it's one of the side effects to my medicine,
Yeah.
and
What? That you need coffee?
coffee took it away.
Well, you had headaches. You say?
Yeah,
Oh, really? Wow.
it's a side effect. To
So I'm
some of the stuff I
gonna
was
wrap this up because it's past 12, but I wanted to say one thing. On the newsletter, we have a new thing where, because we meet with our team on Zoom every single day, and so we just open it up to the whole brokerage if anybody wants, has questions. But on the newsletter, it says coffee and sales, right? Is that what it says? Coffee and sales. You can click on the little coffee cup, and it will link you in. So yesterday, I think we had 6 people or whatever.
Of course, I'll be doing it from my bathroom.
That's right.
Coffee.
But it's on a micro level. We talk about big subjects in
You just hear
here.
the
This
flushing.
is, hey, I need to
Sorry, I
figure
thought it hit
something
me.
out on CTM, or I need to figure out, whatever. It's just, we're just going to a micro level of helping each other on certain things.
Nice.
Okay? That's
Does
it.
anybody have like is using like a lot of AI, using AI for videos or whatever? Like I really just want like an AI where I can upload a video and be like, edit it for me, chop this into 5 short clips, keep it under 1 minute. I want to showcase this, add captions saying this.
Captions.
I just want to
Yep.
be able to talk to it and then boom, it spits me out a video. Boom.
There is those.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that yesterday on that micro level thing where I'm going to join this video AI thing that I keep seeing. It's a little expensive, because it's
Yeah.
like per month or whatever, and I get so many videos or whatever. But
Because there's a million of them out there, so it's like I don't
Yeah.
know which
So
ones are
many.
which,
I
and
know.
blah blah blah.
It's
So,
a
I'm, like,
process
wondering-
to create that AI for yourself
Has
and make
anyone-
it
Yeah.
make it any good.
Has
you know?
anyone run across one that's just super simple
we'll-
like that?
we'll
You
figure it
literally
out.
talk
We'll
to
figure it
and
out.
Just,
Well,
Together.
The best thing to do is just to,
Make a
most
video.
of them have a free trial for 7 days.
That's
So
right.
just join 15
Yep.
of them and throw them all in at
See
the
what
same
you
time.
like.
Yeah.
Scott,
Just don't
And
forget
then,
7 days. It's
Scott, I'm
Yeah.
48. Okay, you want me to learn 7 different tries, 7 different programs? The learning curve of learning 7 different programs.
Well, that's how you'll find the
Do you
easiest
know how
one.
many months that was gonna take?
I was
Well,
using
that's how you'll find the
HeyGen for a
easiest
while.
one, because
Have you guys used that?
Oh,
You
I
probably
don't
have.
know.